If you guys would like to buy coins, you can go to MMOXP.com. There will be a link in the description. They are the cheapest and safest option. You can use my code JFC at checkout for a 5% discount. Well, hey, you guys will never guess what you'll never guess what happened today at content time, because at this point, you never know what can happen. You better hop on every single day at content time because you never know what glitch you might stumble across and what guaranteed great fucking player you might end up getting. Because in case you guys have not seen, there has been a Haaland glitch. There's a certain pack and objectives that I can show you right now. Most of you have it done already, unfortunately. Is this one right here, the Season 4 Weekly Play Completionist that has the Winter Wildcard / Hero guarantee. It's like nearly 100% Erling Haaland. I'd say it's maybe 75% plus. This is no like debatable glitch. It's no Ronaldinho from before, which I still think was definitely glitch, but some people said it wasn't. This one, it's like Messi. There's no debate. Okay, there's no debate. This one, he's popping up like 3/4 of the time at least. Many creators are getting him. I saw Run the Foot Market get him. I saw Ozio, I think, got him. It's glitched, guys. And this has happened again. This is maybe what, the third time this year now. It happened post Messi situation. I think it happened 2 more times last year, I want to say. We're approaching, I think, like 5 times now or so that this has happened. And yeah, let's talk about this because this is genuinely, there's a couple possibilities here. This could be one of the most predatory things that you guys are going to see in anything at all. We're going to get into a lot of it. I'm on the second channel, by the way, because I figured I may say a few curse words here, and more than a few in my videos, I tend to get demonetized. So I'm like, okay, I'll do it on the second channel. So we won't have to worry about that. And I also want to say you're probably not going to see too many Hollands because most people have completed the objective by now. So you're not going to see like 10 every week in League, I don't think. But that's not the point. And also, you guys know I packed him. So I am slightly more a little salty about this because like my special pack pull is no longer special. But that has obviously nothing to do with the actual criticism that I have. So, okay, let's just consider our 2 possibilities that we have here. The first option we have is that this is all genuine mistakes every time that this happens. You can leave it up to just simply pure incompetence, and that's kind of where it ends. It almost ends right there. I mean, you can get into the debate on how that happens, but we're not going to know how the back end works, but that's kind of what I want to get into next, is that if it is incompetence, why has this really just started since the Messi situation? Why was Messi the catalyst for this? Are we just finding them more often now since Messi? Or why did we have this mistake first and foremost of Messi, and then since then it happens a few times a year now, it seems like, right? That does lend a bit of credence, in my opinion, towards like this has potential to actually be intentional. Now, I know like even my gut instinct is like, no, that doesn't seem like that would be even possible, really, because is that even worth it to them? Do they want to give certain players out to people? Do they want to have the bad PR? You know, what's the main goal there? If it was to be intentional, it'd feel like there'd be a lot more downsides and upsides to that. And I almost agree with you off rip, but we're getting to a point now, guys, where this is happening so goddamn often that we are on both ends of the just insane spectrum here, where it's gross incompetence to an unbelievable belief, right? A ridiculous belief, an unprecedented level, or we're looking at an insane amount of unprecedented levels of manipulation when it comes to FOMO, when it comes to, hey, hop on every day. You might miss the fucking glitch that happens at 6 p.m. content time randomly on a Friday for a new promo nobody's hyped up about. Or it might happen on a Tuesday on a random player pick day and you make a team with your Messi and that shit. All right, like that, we're right now, we have 2 outcomes because there's no other outcomes other than these 2. And if there is one, please let me know if there is one I'm not thinking of that's not one of these 2 outcomes here. But we have either gross incompetence to a point where it's almost laughable. Like, I mean, it's not almost laughable. It is laughable. Or you have insane manipulation. You take your fucking pick. Which one is it? I mean, I have no idea. I don't know the right answer to that. I can only say what I think. What do you guys think? Will there be a tweet from EA right now? Haaland is actually trending. It's on the sports tab, but I don't think that sports has anything to do with why he's trending right now. But I said post Dino mistake, I was like, this is, even for me, who's not the biggest conspiracy guy, how do you just chalk all of this up to just incompetence and that's it? It's hard to do that for me at this point. It's happening so often, it's hard for me to jump to that. I'm sure it probably is for you guys too, considering, think about the resources these guys have, okay? They are one of the richest companies in the world, not just talking gaming companies, one of the richest companies on the planet, and they can't code right? And think about how this happens. I mean, what would have changed today at 6 p.m. content time to start having us see this car pop up in packs more? It also raises questions on what's going on with the back end in terms terms of pack weight? Do these things change more often than they should unintentionally, or are they changing intentionally more often than we think? You know, there just seems to be more going on in the back end than we realize, or at least maybe that EA even realizes what's happening here, because EA, if this is an accident, they might not have any idea what caused this. They might have released new content today, and somehow something they released today fucked up the pack weight somehow on a random pack somewhere and gave out a bunch of one of the best strikers in the game, right? That could have happened, but at this point, we're owed an explanation on how this shit happens. Is it just we don't really know. Simple as that. We don't know why this happened. It was a mistake. Or what was it? Because we are definitely owed now an explanation. And let's not forget this very important point last year, by the way. Let's go to the direct Twitter account here, and let's not forget what they said in this statement last year when it came to the Team of the Year 86 plus Leagues SBC, where the Team of the Year Messi incident happened, right? We know that this is not a perfect solution, and we will continue examining our processes with the aim of minimizing such issues in the future. Well, I gotta say, this never happened before this, and this has only happened, I think, 4 times now post this. So you have done fuck all minimizing such issues in the future. In fact, you've maximized them, considering we went years without this problem happening, and now we've had it more often. So I just like to say, at this point, I know that this is not going to affect many people. Like, most people are going to have this pack already opened by now, whatever. I don't give a fuck, because we know it's probably going to happen again, and it'll affect more players than just this random pick that most people already opened. It's going to happen again. We know it's going to, because you guys are in over your heads, ill-equipped to run this game. At this point, we all are, like, I'm not trying to be hyperbolic here. These guys are ill-equipped, completely no idea on how to navigate through the magnitude of this game that it is now. They simply don't know how at this point. I'm comfortable saying that. I know their game sells well each year. They could shit out something and call it FC and it'll fucking sell well. I don't give a shit about that. Why is the game not as popular as it used to be? Because of shit like this. People can see through this so often, because either this is manipulation, people see through that now, right? Or it's just, we don't know. The game's built on 25-year-old code, and more store packs came out today. I mean, it's unbelievable, guys. And I know I'm ranting about kind of just like miscellaneous things. I'm not staying on topic really, but I just want you guys to know that when I'm critical of EA and maybe over the top sometimes, this type of shit is why. I saw a comment from somebody the other day saying that people in Nate's comment section were talking about me, saying like, yeah, you know, he's way too negative, that kind of thing, which I understand why people would think that. I definitely do. I'm not here saying that my content's for everybody and everyone's gonna like what I do. Like, of course, that's just not going to happen, and I understand that, but I cannot fathom how anybody can sit here and give EA the benefit of the doubt at any point regarding anything when we have either 2 possibilities and both are fucking insane. We have one where they're making billions off of your hard-earned money and forming gambling addictions towards you and borderline children. Let's be honest here. The elephant in the room for EA is how much of their money is made by people less than 18 years old. We won't talk about that. They make all that money. They still can't make their game work properly. And it's not just properly, it's like functional. The game isn't functional when it comes to many aspects of it. Or you have one end where, yeah, they basically have these mistakes happen because it's pure manipulation, psychological, FOMO-inducing, drive hype on the game, because now it's like, ooh, you know, a day where they might have thought this promo day was going to be not very high traffic. Guess what? I bet there was more traffic today because of this hauling glitch. So I'm not saying that that's definitely the case here, but it makes sense, and you can't blame someone for thinking that, because holy fuck, it happened again. You can't blame anyone for thinking that at this point, no matter how ridiculous and how conspiratorial it all is. I cannot blame you at all for thinking it's intentional. In fact, I'm leaning towards that myself, and I'm not even a person who believes in conspiracy theories. Well, we'll talk about this more in tonight's video. If EA tweet about it, we'll talk about that, but I wanted to hop on to, you know, just talk to you guys about it. Let's not forget now, because this Ronaldinho glitch was a possibility, that was definitely a glitch at this point. Now that we've seen it happen again, that was definitely a glitch as well. I think that we can all kind of maybe safely assume that. And this just didn't happen pre-Messi. Now it's happened like 3 or 4 times since then, which also points towards the intentional possible nature of it. I don't have any idea, okay? Just thanks for listening. Hopefully you guys got Haaland. I am salty a bit because I just got him on my PC account, and now it's not nearly as special as it once was. But you know what? He's very, very good, and hopefully you guys got him. That's never the problem here, by the way. Never the problem is people getting Haaland. It's obviously just the principle of it and the fact that this glitch even happens in the first place, right? But okay, thanks you guys for listening. I love you all. Bye.